I want to talk about the death penalty here for a minute, two cases in particular, but my main point here is about how the media hides the truth of who these two people really were and what they really did. I had to dig quite a bit in order to find the truth here. The media won't tell you, and that's what I want to talk about here. So last week, I think it was Thursday, at the same time that Supreme Court decided not to hear the Texas case, the Supreme Court decided not to stop the execution of Brandon Bernard. So he was executed Thursday night. Now, every headline is sympathetic to Brandon Bernard. I should say here out the front, so I'm against the death penalty for reasons that we don't need to take too much time here because I want to talk to Professor Racaniello in a minute. We got a lot of questions about the vaccine. I'm sure we'll talk about it another day. But I'm against the vaccine because I think life in prison is way worse. So it's funny, like when people hear, oh, you're anti-death penalty, you're a softie, huh? You're soft on crime. It's like, no. Sweet death can be a relief for some of these people. I want a torturous existence in a tiny, tiny cell until they die, a natural death. I find that to be way, way worse than execution. Anyway, one more side note on death penalty. Some people say you can't be pro-life, which I am, at birth, and pro-death penalty, right? So they say, oh, if you're pro-life at birth, then you have to be against the death penalty. That's not a great argument. One is an innocent baby. The other is a horrific murderer. Okay, there's a little nuance there that you can't ignore. Also, there's 650,000 babies aborted every year, and there's like 10 executions. Anyway, if you Google Brandon Bernard, all you get are sympathetic pictures like the one you just saw, and stories about how he committed this murder when he was 18. And he didn't really do anything wrong. It was the other guy who was the ringleader. And then they bring it back to Trump somehow, because they have to, right? I wonder for how many years are they going to be bringing everything back to Trump all the time, right? BBC wrote a headline, first execution of Trump's final days goes ahead. You're like, Trump has nothing to do with it. I mean, I guess he could stop it, but so could the Supreme Court have stopped it, and they didn't. CBS made the news that this is the 9th execution of the year, and there's 4 more planned until January 20th. And I'm hearing this and think, well, why have we heard nothing about the first 8 executions of this year? Did you hear anything about the other 8 that happened? But all of a sudden we're hearing about these last few. Why? The media is spinning this on Trump, right? Because listen, this is important. The media, it needs to always make Trump out to be a monster who is murdering people. It's been that way for 4 years.
Wow, that was deep and insightful. I want more of that.
Like, subscribe, get more.